Imagine walking into your favorite store, only to find it closed. The shelves are empty, and a sign reads, "We have left the US market." This scenario is becoming more common as major companies scale down or exit the US market. Companies are leaving due to various factors, but tariffs and trade policies play a crucial role. The US has long been a hub for global business, but recent years have seen a shift. Companies are finding it increasingly difficult to operate in the US due to rising costs and complex trade regulations. These challenges are forcing them to rethink their strategies, often leading to downsizing or complete exits. This trend affects various sectors, including automotive, electric vehicles, technology, retail, and agriculture. When a major company leaves, it affects not just the immediate employees, but also the broader economy. Job losses, reduced consumer access to goods, and a decline in economic activity are just a few of the consequences. Understanding why these companies are leaving is crucial for policymakers and consumers alike. Tariffs are taxes imposed on imported goods. They are meant to protect domestic industries by making foreign products more expensive. However, they also increase costs for companies that rely on imported materials. For example, imagine a car manufacturer that imports steel from another country. If a tariff is imposed on steel, the cost of importing it goes up. The manufacturer then has to decide whether to absorb the cost or pass it on to consumers. Either way, the company faces financial pressure. Tariffs also disrupt supply chains. Many companies operate on a global scale, sourcing materials and components from various countries. When tariffs are imposed, it can become difficult to maintain these supply chains. Delays and increased costs can lead to production slowdowns and inefficiencies. The uncertainty created by tariffs can also be damaging, deterring investment and innovation. The automotive industry is one of the most affected by tariffs and trade policies. Cars are complex products that require numerous components, many of which are sourced internationally. When tariffs are imposed on these components, the cost of manufacturing cars increases. This has a direct impact on the price of vehicles and the industry's profitability. For instance, tariffs on steel and aluminum have significantly raised production costs for car manufacturers. These materials are essential for building vehicles, and the increased costs have to be absorbed somewhere. Often, this means higher prices for consumers or reduced profit margins for the companies. Job losses are another critical issue. When companies face increased costs, they often look for ways to cut expenses. Unfortunately, this can mean downsizing their workforce. In the automotive industry, this has led to significant job losses. Factories may close, and workers may find themselves unemployed. The ripple effect of these job losses can be extensive, affecting local businesses and communities. The electric vehicle (EV) sector is another industry facing significant challenges due to tariffs. EVs require a variety of specialized components, many of which are imported. Tariffs on these components can significantly increase production costs, making it harder for companies to compete in the market. For example, batteries are a crucial component of EVs. Many of the materials used to make these batteries, such as lithium and cobalt, are sourced from other countries. Tariffs on these materials can raise the cost of producing batteries, which in turn raises the cost of producing EVs. This can make EVs less affordable for consumers, slowing the adoption of this environmentally friendly technology. In addition to cost pressures, the EV sector also faces supply chain disruptions. The production of EVs relies on a complex network of suppliers and manufacturers. Tariffs can disrupt this network, causing delays and inefficiencies. Research and development (R&D) in the EV sector can also be affected, slowing down technological advancements. The technology sector is another area significantly impacted by tariffs and trade policies. This industry relies heavily on global supply chains to source components and materials. When tariffs are imposed, it can disrupt these supply chains, leading to increased costs and production delays. For instance, many tech companies source components like semiconductors from other countries. Tariffs on these components can raise the cost of production, making it more expensive to manufacture products like smartphones, computers, and other electronic devices. These increased costs can then be passed on to consumers, leading to higher prices for tech products. Supply chain disruptions can also affect the availability of products. Delays in sourcing components can slow down production, leading to shortages. Consumers may find it harder to get the latest devices, and companies may struggle to meet demand. Research and development, or R&D, is another area affected by tariffs, hindering technological advancements. The retail sector is also feeling the impact of tariffs and trade policies. Retailers source a wide range of products from around the world. When tariffs are imposed on these products, it raises the cost of importing them. This can lead to higher prices for consumers and inventory challenges for retailers. For example, many clothing and footwear items are imported from other countries. Tariffs on these products can raise the cost of importing them, leading to higher prices for consumers. This can make it more expensive for people to buy everyday items, affecting their overall spending power. Retailers may also face challenges in managing their inventory, as increased costs can make it harder to stock a wide range of products. Inventory challenges can also arise from supply chain disruptions. Tariffs can cause delays in sourcing products, leading to shortages. The impact on small businesses can be especially severe, potentially leading to closures. The agriculture sector is another industry heavily impacted by tariffs and trade policies. Farmers rely on exporting their products to international markets. When tariffs are imposed on these exports, it can make it harder for them to compete in the global market, leading to reduced sales and financial strain. For example, tariffs on agricultural products like soybeans, corn, and dairy can significantly impact farmers. These products are often exported to other countries, and tariffs can make them more expensive for foreign buyers. This can lead to reduced demand and lower prices for farmers, affecting their income and profitability. Retaliatory tariffs are another challenge. When one country imposes tariffs, other countries often respond with their own tariffs. This can create a cycle of increasing trade barriers, further complicating the situation for farmers. The impact on rural communities can be significant, affecting local businesses and economic activity. Major companies leaving the U.S. market is a complex issue with far-reaching implications. Tariffs and trade policies raise costs and disrupt supply chains. The economic impact leads to job losses, reduced consumer access, and financial strain on businesses. Addressing these challenges requires informed policy decisions. Understanding these policies helps us work towards economic growth and stability.